All right, so are you curious what's really going to happen after October 3rd when TRID gets implemented? Stick around, that's what we're going to cover next. All right, so we've all heard it. TRID, CFPB, October 3rd, like things are changing October 3rd. So what's really going to happen for you though? We've seen the new purchase contract. There's no real changes there. So life as a realtor is going to be very similar to the way it was before, at least in the beginning of the transaction. You're still going to get your folks pre-qualified. You're still going to write offers the exact same way. What you're actually going to feel is a change in the way the deal closes. Now, there's going to be new forms, yes, but you're not going to be part of a lot of that either. What you're going to feel is the anxiety and the stress in those things, at least in the first 90 days, as you get closer to closing and deciding whether or not you're actually going to hit that close of escrow date. There's a group that just did a quick study. They took a calendar and they put in the calendar all the minimum or the maximum waiting requirements for all the new regulations, plus all the regulations we already have, and they came up with a 52-day close. So if you had to wait the maximum number of waiting days for each regulation, it's a 52-day close. Now, I like to think that's a little on the long side, but I know of lenders right now that are taking close to 52 days to close the deal in this environment. So after October 3rd, who knows what's going to happen with a lender like that. On the other side of the spectrum, you've got banks like ours that are just all about the purchase business, all about keeping their realtors and their clients extremely happy. We've got a one-page sheet. On that one page, we've identified the operational requirements for closing a deal in 30 days. Now, the operations staff has made some huge commitments here, but I also see a bunch of brand new faces out there because we've been hiring for months already, and it's already August, so we're going to be ramped up and prepared for it. And we're not the only lender doing this. There's lenders out there that have a similar model to us that are all about that purchase business and keeping the clients and the realtors happy. The problem I do see with this page though is my company's not the only one listed. We rely on more than just ourselves to get these deals done. We rely on the IRS, good luck pushing them. We rely on appraisers, we can push them a little bit, right, to get their job done a little quicker. But the biggest key on here is our clients themselves. After TRID, we're going to be requiring them to provide us with more documentation than we ever have in a shorter time frame than we ever have. That'll go over fine with some people like accountants and engineers and people like this, but we all know our other clients that are going to struggle with this. So it's going to be important that you have a lender that can, really put together that rapport with the client to help build that relationship and help them understand what they're going to need. But even more important is you got to help push the client from the other side. You kind of got to play bad cop, good cop with your lender that you're working with there. So, hey, partner. Now, this isn't to say that you should be worried about things after October 3rd. Like I said, the bulk of the transaction is going to go exactly as it always has. The worry is going to come down to the closing, and you've missed closings before. You'll figure out how to deal with it. But the best thing you can do right now is position yourself well with a good lender that's going to mitigate that risk as much as possible. So today I'm going to leave you with I guess it's not really a funny story, but a story nonetheless. I spent last week at basically an event for lenders. They had a bunch of different speakers. One of the speakers actually said the words, after TRID, lenders are going to have to find a way to make their processes 3 to 10 days faster so that they can close on time. Now, it's a room full of lenders. You want to know how they reacted? That's right, they laughed. Now, it wasn't the evil, sinister, take over the world, win the Republican nomination laugh. It's the same laugh that you give your clients when they quote Zillow at you, because lenders, the ones out there that are trying, they're already trying and they're killing their operations staff just to close in a reasonable time with the regulations that we have now. We're all well aware of the fact that the new TRID implementation is essentially an operations crippling machine, but there's banks out there like ours that are staffing up for it, and we're going to deal with it just fine. So if you need absolutely anything, give me a call at 480-744-6040. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure that you subscribe and that you click the like button and maybe leave some comments below. And if you think anybody else could use this information, share it on over with them. So thanks, and see you next time.